Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. Today I'm going to be restyling my kitchen countertop, so I wanted to share a few ideas and tips that I'm going to use. I picked up a few new things that I wanted to add to it just to make it feel a little fresh. I'm also going to be using some of the things that I already have. So if you're looking for some ideas or some things that you'd like to use for your kitchen countertops, I hope that something I share will be helpful to you. So let's get started and I'll show you what I've done. So the first thing I did was to wipe off all of the counters. I just wanted to make sure there were no splatters from the coffee or juice, or make sure there's no crumbs or dust. You know, when you're making coffee in the mornings or just working in those areas, sometimes things can splatter and get dusty. So we're cleaning it off so that we can get ready to restyle and reset. The first thing I added to the counter is this candle warmer. It's something that I love. I've had it for a couple of months now. I got it from Home Goods and I really enjoy it. It adds just a nice ambiance to the counters when I don't have all of the lights on. And in the mornings, I often come in and turn it on, and it just gives that beautiful glow there in the kitchen. So I'm adding a candle that I got, and it's a teak wood. I think it's sandalwood and teak wood, and I use that, and it smells so good. So this is a cutting board that I picked up. It has a marble end with the wood, and I like the two textures there, and it's so pretty. So I'm gonna add some greenery. I always like to add greenery in my spaces. It just brings life to your decor, and it makes it just feel fresh and new. And these are two mugs that I picked up at Walmart. I've seen them for quite a while, and I always like them when I see them, but I would pass them by. So this time when I went in, I saw them. I knew that I wanted to restyle the countertops and restyle my coffee station, so I decided to pick them up. The next thing I have are these golden spoons. They're little stir spoons that I use. It's a set of 4. I found those at HomeSense, and we enjoy using those. It adds just a little pop to my service area. I also found at Walmart a little rosebud vase, and I used that. I thought it would be interesting to just use that to put the stir sticks in. So if we're on the go and need to take our coffee with us, we have those stir sticks. I also added honey and my frother. And these are some new coffee syrups that we picked up. If you've ever been in Home Goods, you know they have some great things for coffee. And so we like to go in and pick up those syrups there. And they're always at a good price. And those are extra mugs for if we have any guests. And a little tray for spoons. This is a carrot that we've had for a long time. So I'm just loading up the coffee pods. We love to drink Peet's coffee. My husband likes the decaf. I do the regular. And it's just something that we enjoy. If you have a coffee brand that you love or a flavor that you love, leave a comment down below. We'd love to try something new. Now I'm bringing in our Vitamix. We use it to make smoothies in the mornings. You can also use it to make soups and cheese dips. And this is our Nama juicer. My husband makes green juice for us at least a couple of days a week. We use kale and pineapple and apples and other fruit to make just the most natural, delicious fruit juice in the mornings. I know sometimes people don't like to leave appliances on the counters, but these two are really nice, so we don't mind leaving them out. Here's a look at all of the things I'm going to use on the other countertop by the stove. I picked up that beautiful kettle at Walmart. It's a Pioneer Woman, and I saw it and I just loved it, and I decided to pick that up. It reminds me of when I was growing up. My mom always had a kettle on the stove, and so that reminds me of when I was growing up. Here's a picture I saw at Home Goods, and it has the most beautiful trees, and I thought it would be perfect to add to the countertop to add a little color. All of my cabinets are white and my countertops are white, so I wanted to add in some color. So I'm getting started on this side with bringing in some books. I was going to put them straight in, and then I decided I love the look of the front cover of the Create book. It has the trees or the greenery, and I just thought it was a nice setting. So I decided to turn that one open and add the paper towels, let them sit on the other two. And I added in that beautiful picture on the other side of the air fryer. And that golden stand that I have, it adds a little pop on this side, and a beautiful candle that I received for Christmas. Now I'm adding in my cutting boards. I love this one that has the black and white at the top, and then this round one, it has a little leather band on the end that's a nice touch, and just a little one in the middle to bring them all together. So now I'm placing the kettle. And again, every time I see it, it reminds me of good memories of being in the kitchen with my mom. And this is a Lazy Susan. It's marble. I did get that at Home Goods several years ago. I've had that. And that little crockery I showed in my previous video. And I'm just adding some wooden spoons to that. The black and white ones with the handles. A friend of mine went on a mission trip and brought those 2 spoons back to me from Africa. So I've used those for several years because I just love the black and white on the handles. So I'm adding in some olive oil. I like the red at the top. It just adds a pop of color. And again, some more greenery. And this ceramic pitcher on the end, I love the handle and the way it curves. It just adds a nice touch to the corner there. And a new set of cutlery that I got. Here's a look at everything on this side. I like the way it turned out. I think it's really nice. I love the colors that was added in and just the overall aesthetic. Let me know what you like. Leave a comment down below if you see something that you like or would like to try on your kitchen countertops. I'd love to know. I'd love to hear your comments. So next I'd like to show you how I make one of my favorite coffees. I love to have this in the mornings on my ride to work, or if it's on the weekend and I want to have a nice relaxing slow morning, I love to come in and make me a nice coffee and just relax and start my day out. So what I like to use is heavy whipping cream. So I just add it to a glass, and then I use some of the syrups that we have there. This time I'm using the Irish cream. So I use a couple of pumps just to sweeten it. It makes the foam nice and sweet. And these are sugar-free, and these are the syrups that we like, but they also have the regular syrups. And I use the frother to froth the cream, and it just makes it really thick and sweet and just a wonderful topping for the coffee. I was going to use my regular cups, but then I decided to use my new cup. So I'm just going to add a pod into the Keurig. And again, I like the regular coffee, so I'm going to just put that in. And I love the sound and the smell of when the coffee is being brewed. There's something so satisfying about seeing that hot steam. You know that you're getting ready for something great. You can almost smell the coffee now. Okay, so I'm just going to froth it up just a little bit more just to make sure everything's mixed up nicely. And it makes it just nice and thick for that foam. And then I'm going to pour it on top of my coffee. Now for me, I don't have to add any more sweetener or anything to it. The sweetener in the syrup that's in the foam is sweet enough for me. But it just adds a thick layer of sweet cream on top. I know at Starbucks, they generally can add salt to the top of it, salted cold foam. Or you can add cinnamon or nutmeg to the top, and it's just delicious. Perfect. So here's a last look at everything that I have in the kitchen. That's my island, and just a look at the countertops in the back. I think everything turned out really nicely. I'm satisfied with how it turned out. It's not too busy or too cluttered, and it has just enough color to make it really nice for spring. Thank you for spending time with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a fun time recording it and sharing it with you. I have more design tips coming, so be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time, I hope you guys have a great week.